Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Denver Nuggets here at Pepsi Center. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And here's a look at some numbers for Jokic.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt, and it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter at the small forward position. These two teams using their size to full advantage, Doris. Both teams able to run possessions through their big men up front.
And as you know, Kevin, in today's NBA, not every team has the personnel to enter the ball into the post and run action off of it. One of the things coaches will tell me, Kev, is there may be no more valuable thing at any level of basketball than a big man who's a triple threat, a guy with size who can pass, put it on the deck, or score himself.
Gordon. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Shoots from the baseline. No good off the front iron. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to New York. Fournier, that's for 2. The Magic again can't hit.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Fournier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Murray kicks to Harris. Murray right side. To the paint. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Outside Fournier. And here is Ross. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Jazz, that's for sure. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the shot is good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Vucevic. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Count the basket.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Now Murray. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Magic trail by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Fournier. No good on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Well, Greg, I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
Murray left side. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and it's Orlando with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Here's Murray. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall playing a solid brand of basketball.
Fultz, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Boy, guys, you think about the turnaround in Orlando last season. One of the big parts of that turnaround, obviously, was the great production they got out of the center position.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Second shot opportunity, and it's Gordon missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Porter finds Jokic. Jokic draws the double. For 3, Murray, and again Denver with the triple. Scores for the Magic last year. Vucevic putting up career numbers.
Boy, Kev, he was dynamite. Averaged over 20 points a game for the first time in his career, and he combined that with 12 rebounds. Consider that came after this organization drafted a center in the lottery, Mo Bamba. So what's the future for those two?
Now here is Harris. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Teardrop shot, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fultz has got his second bucket tonight.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Now, here's Jokic. 11 points for him in that last game against New York.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Millsap, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Fultz dishes to Fournier. Back to Fultz. To the inside. And it's Vucevic, that time on the assist from Fultz.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Gordon against Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Vucevic. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Fultz with the ball. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Jeremy Grant comes in for Michael Porter. Will Barton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Isaac misses. The Nuggets leading by 9. On the wing, Morris. Headed by Augustine. Pass to Plumlee. Feeds to Morris. Back to Plumlee. Over Aminu. Plumlee, no luck.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both.
Well, you think about the solid first year Steve Clifford had coaching the Orlando Magic. This team had a solid season with a great leap on the defensive end of the floor. Clifford once again showing he is a great defensive mind in the NBA coaching ranks.
Here's Morris following the bucket by Orlando. Jokic against Bamba. Here's Barton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with Clifford and the defense, he's excelled in that area his whole career.
Well, think back at both stops in Charlotte and Orlando. His teams have been really solid on the defensive end of the floor. They limit turnovers, second chance points, get back in transition, build the wall. It's becoming his calling card as a coach, guys.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. All free throws good from Barton. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Now here is Augustine. After the miss from Mason Plumlee. With the floater, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Orlando shooting their first free throw tonight. And Augustine, no good on that one.
And guys, what you love about DJ Augustine is the leadership he provides to the young guys. They'll lean on him for advice, for knowledge, for sets. This guy is just a key cog.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
The Magic trail by 9. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Here are the Magic now. Bamba kicks to Aminu. Here's Augustine. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Aminu.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Back to Jokic. Stolen by Bamba. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Orlando gets it back. Aminu, the pass to Augustine. He kicks it to Bamba. Some solid defense from Grant. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Morris. Fournier pulls it down. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Here's Bamba. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Morris against Aminu. Grant the pass to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. The Nuggets with another miss. The Magic trail by 9. Outside Fournier. Bamba inside. He's against Jokic, and it's good. 2 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Morris against Augustine. Barton outside from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Barton's got 5 points so far.
Building up a big early lead. Charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Augustine. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Inside. Stolen by Bamba. Augustine looking around. Bamba kicks to Fournier. Shoots over Barton. Another shot. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love, like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. There's like, I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
We've got Will Barton, Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Craig in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now, here is Morris. Plumlee, the pass to Barton. Back to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Here's Grant. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Birch. Craig pulls it in. Denver leading by 8. Barton in the corner. It's deflected. Now here is Augustine. He has 6. The dish to Aminu. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
So it's Orlando now. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. Down low, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, Jeremy Grant is becoming adept at how to finish the alley-oop. Devastates the defense with a terrific look.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's Augustine. Passes it to Fournier. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. A 12-point game. Grant outside. The pass to Craig. Barton the bounce pass. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Plumlee. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9½", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Millsap comes in for Will Barton, and Murray subbed in for Morris. Markelle Fultz has checked in for the Magic. Minu finds Augustine. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Fultz. Shoots from the line. Rebound by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Here's Craig. He's got 5. Grant, right side. Craig kicks to Murray. There's the feed to Millsap. Can't connect from short range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And he recovers it. That one goes. Count it.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Here's Craig, poked away. Now Fultz. Here's Aminu. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Nuggets leading by 10. Here's Craig. Here's Millsap. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Millsap's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here's Bamba. Here's Fultz, drilled from 11 feet out. He has 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Here's Craig. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Craig's got 8 here in the quarter.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
Oh, I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Now here's Murray. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
The Magic trail by 15. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Gordon, guarded by Harris. And it's blocked. Murray kicks to Harris. Millsap dishes to Harris. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. And he sinks the second. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. They trail by 16. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's Gordon. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Porter.
Well, Aaron Gordon welcomes the opportunity to be fouled. You cannot be careless with your defense.
Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And he knocks down the first one.
and one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Gordon hits both of them. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Millsap. Averaging 13 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound
Take a
should be
break.
his, and most of them are.
Two
This
shots.
guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. The Magic trail by 16. Here's Fultz. Kicks it out to Gordon. Hits the three-point bomb. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, if you're not guarding Aaron Gordon tight and getting into his space, he is going to burn you in catch-and-shoot situations.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Craig. He's got 12. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Fultz kicks to Ross. Vucevic against Millsap. Clock at 6. Vucevic the pass to Fultz. Lets it go with the 3. The shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
The Magic trail by 17. Pass to Gordon. Nice D from Porter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On the wing, Harris. Shoots over Isaac. Harris misses. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. This is to Vucevic. Top the key, Ross. 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
And the first one drops. Well, about this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. And Fultz proving to be a dependable shooter of the basketball. I love his shot selection. He is a pure scorer.
Now here is Harris. Last game he had 12.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now here's Fultz. Down low, here's Gordon. Here's Vucevic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside, Doris, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Now here's Fultz. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Fultz.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Harris outside. Jokic inside. Vucevic defending. For 3, Murray. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Fultz. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
The Magic trail by 12. 52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Murray. Here's Isaac, and he uses the glass on the layup. Isaac's got his 2nd bucket.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man, Jonathan Isaac, comfortable in the paint.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Porter with it. He's guarded by Ross. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here is Murray. He's got 8. Now the pass to Millsap. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Millsap's got 8 here in the quarter.
And sometimes it just seems like Millsap can't miss. The size, the mobility, the quick thinking. This is how he can take over games.
Here's Gordon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
That'll do it for the first half. Denver on top, up by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. There was no stopping Paul Millsap in the first half. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they were in control of the game.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Nuggets leading by 8. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time Porter takes him off the bounce.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
First free throw is good. Dora, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Vucevic. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Harris. Jokic has got 6 points.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
And here's Gordon from outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, burying that jumper on a more consistent basis. Aaron Gordon's superb at realizing when to pull the trigger.
Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Misses the three. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. 9-point game. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Well, he came into the league as an incredible athlete, but Aaron Gordon has put in the work to be a great offensive player, and right before our very eyes, it's happening.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 6. Harris passes to Jokic. Back to Harris. Second chance effort. It's deflected.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
The Magic trail by 7. Jokic with the steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
LDA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Free throw good. Porter.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
And Porter drops them both.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. To the paint. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. The Magic trail by 13. Now Fultz. He's got 12. Six on the shot clock. Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Harris off the drive. Porter, no luck. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Ross. He doesn't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic. Denver leading by 13. Murray outside. Takes it from 10. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pass to Gordon. Fultz looking around. Fournier passes to Vucevic to stop the run, and it's sent back by Jokic. They recover it. Ross with it. He's picked up by Millsap. With some arc. No good from Ross.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
A different look for Denver. Plumlee comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Michael Porter. Orlando also making some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Cam Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Aminu in for Ross. Now here's Fultz. He's got 12. It's Fournier on the wing. And Grant sends it back.
Well, twice on the pipes, Jeremy Grant says no, sir.
Murray with it. He's got 8. Fultz brings the double team. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Shot clock at 6. From the baseline. And Bamba pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Grant against Fournier. Here's Birch. Bamba trying to break free. The shot by Birch, no good. Harris passes to Grant. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Take a look at Murray. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And that one misses. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Well, what a lineage for Jeremy Grant, a member of that very famous Grant family in NBA history. His brother, father, and uncle have all played in the league. And what a job he's done to follow suit.
Here's Fultz, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fultz has got 14. You feel like Grant started to turn the corner, I thought, last season, Doris, in his development.
No doubt, Kevin. He got to see starters minutes for the first time in his career, and he was rock solid. This guy is a good rebounder. He's switchable on the defensive end, and he brings great energy every night.
And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 17.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And now Orlando on the break. From down in the low post, it goes.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Murray kicks to Jokic, and stolen by Fournier. Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, you think about Evan Fournier making himself more and more of a factor on the defensive end of the floor as his career has progressed. Really good job anticipating that steal.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Martin's checked in for Denver. Monte Morris comes in for Jamal Murray. And the Magic making a change here as well. Isaac's checked in for Kem Birch. Pass to Morris. It's Barton on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good. The Magic trail by 14. Inside, Aminu, and Aminu slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
That free throw good from Barton. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 14. Fultz kicks to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Wide open. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Grant, that's good.
But Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Pass to Bamba. And here is Isaac. Clock at 6. Passes it to Aminu. Uncovered. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nuggets leading by 16. Plumlee finds Barton. It's Barton on the wing. Shoots over Fournier. And Barton gets it to go on the assist by Grant. Grant's got 3 assists now in this one. The Magic shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here are the Magic now. It's an 18-point game. Bamba inside. He's against Jokic. Bamba passes to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bamba. Jokic with the block. The pass to Plumlee. Back to Jokic. On the wing, Morris. Over Fultz. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 18. Pass to Aminu. Back to Isaac. Now here's Fultz. Guarded closely. To end the cold streak. The offensive rebound. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Morris. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Morris into the lane. To the inside. Jokic. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Fultz. 14 points for him. For 3, Fournier. It's good on the putback.
Mo Bamba so long. Put it on target. He'll make easy work of it.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Morris kicks to Barton. Passes it to Grant. Now Plumlee. He's covered by Isaac. Plumlee, the pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Morris. Count it. Good. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Now here's Fultz, covered by Morris. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Morris looking over the floor. Jokic against Bamba. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 16. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Vucevic.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. The Nuggets leading by 14. And there's the pass to Porter. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Porter's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's Ross. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Inside. Fader on the way. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
Just has that feel for the game. A feel for how to generate points. And that was a thunderous putback by Millsap.
For 3, Gordon. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. That shot, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Ross with it. Now guarded by Barton. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And all-star ambitions for sure for Aaron Gordon. Shooting for all defense, too. Doris, how does he get there?
I think he has the ability, Kevin. He has improved as a scorer, particularly at the free throw line. And for a player with his burst, he should live at the free throw line. There is so much to like about Aaron Gordon's game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Gordon.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Murray kicks to Jokic. With the fadeaway. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And 12 points for Jokic.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And even when the D is right up on him, Fultz can still get it done. Isn't afraid to shoot amongst the trees.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Barton. Now here's Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Fultz. Floats one up. Not going to go that time. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 18. Murray outside. Passes it to Barton. Now here's Jokic. Defended by Gordon. Jokic draws the double. 4 on the clock. Isaac with the steal. Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
You know what? You cannot afford to be careless with the basketball around Jonathan Isaac. Those long arms to get into the passing lanes. Woohoo!
Now here's Murray. To the middle. Lets it go from 11. And another miss by Denver.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. It's stolen by Vucevic. Now here's Fultz. Now the pass to Gordon. Good defense by Jokic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And that sends Michael Porter to the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Gary Harris, who's checked in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Magic. Birch is checked in. The Magic trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Birch. He's covered by Murray. Gordon, the pass to Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
Both shots good from the stripe. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
Harris outside. Over Ross. A nice shot by Harris. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
That's just a case where he gets the space he needs and uses it to his advantage to make the jumper.
Now here's Fultz. D right on him. Here's Ross. The shot missing. Good defense by Jokic.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And yes, it's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. On the wing, Porter. And it's Jokic in the corner. It's stolen by Vucevic. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player. And if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
And Fournier over to help. Murray finds Porter. Jokic with it. Tries to keep it alive. And the turnover again by Denver. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
In that matchup against the Bucks, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
The drive by Vucevic. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Shoots over Vucevic, and he can't bank that one in. And the call will be against Harris. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Back to Gordon.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 18 points for Michael Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
The Magic trail by 19. And here's Fultz. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Porter. That free throw, no good.
Well, think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of...
And the second free throw, good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Now here's Murray. Guarded by Fultz. Pass to Jokic. 8 feet away. And it doesn't even draw iron. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 18. Pass to Gordon. That shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ross is running. Second chance shot. And Vucevic with the layup. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Murray surveying the D. Here's Porter. And another miss by Denver.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Murray left side. Up top, Porter. He's guarded by Fournier. Murray, no good. The Magic trail by 14. And the pass to Fultz. Now the dish to Vucevic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you can see Markelle Fultz starting to get comfortable, understanding how to thread the pass through the defense.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Porter, no luck.
You know, you can't impact the shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Gordon kicks to Fultz. Back to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Vucevic with it, picked up by Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Murray, no good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Magic trail by 11. Left side, Fournier. Misses off the left iron.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Fultz. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Nuggets leading by 11. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Fultz has got his 5th rebound in this one. Fournier gets a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Denver.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jokic.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
The Magic making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
This is an important ability for Mo Bamba to have, right? Score on the move, put it on the deck, make sure you take advantage of all that length on the drive.
Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. Pass to Millsap. Outside Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Baseline J on the way. Harris's shot is off.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean.
Gordon dishes to Ross. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Fournier for 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, the seasoned pro, no letting the defense impede his progress in a clutch moment. Nice.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.